Hi, Pile 3. So, for you guys, I feel like you really need to look inside yourself, look at your reflection, look at who you are, and see if it's what you're showing to the world. You also really need to make sure that you are keeping your pledges to yourself, your commitments to yourself. Have strength, confidence, and security in what you believe, and make sure that that's what you're projecting to the world around you. You're somebody who is very enlightened. You have a lot of power within you. You have a lot of insight. You have a lot of gifts. You have a lot of stability and balance. You're somebody very nurturing and caring. You're somebody who works very hard for what you have. You are somebody who has a lot of the secrets. You have a lot of secrets within you, a lot of knowledge, a lot of things. I feel like there's a lot of people who come to you and tell you their secrets. They tell you about things they've gone through or situations they're dealing with. There's a lot of people who come to you for wisdom, insight, knowledge, power, because I feel like you have a lot of it. There may be a lot of addicts who come to you as well. Be happy, be brave, be drug free. Red Ribbon Campaign. October 23rd to the 31st. So October could be important to you as well, especially the last week of it. You may be somebody who has pledged to be drug free. You may be somebody who has been able to overcome addictions in the past, and you help others to see the light. You are somebody who's very connected to your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. You're very connected to the signs, the synchronicities, the insight, wisdom, and awareness you receive. You pray heavily, you meditate heavily. You are somebody very, very connected to your intuition. Listen to that intuition. Do not allow others to keep you from listening to that intuition. You see the world in a very different way from other people. You pick up on a lot of the details that other people miss, a lot of those connections, a lot of those. You may be claircognizant in this pile as well. Bring secrets to me, please, and thank you. And we have Archangel Michael protects me. So you are very highly protected. Archangel Michael is actually represented by the root chakra as well as the color red. A lot of times anyway, it's different depending on who you talk to, but for me, that's what he represents. Know that he's in your corner, and he can lend you his strength, his wisdom, his stability. Know that you are protected in the journey and the path that you are choosing to walk down. There may be a lot of people who try to convince you that what you're doing is dangerous and you shouldn't be doing it, but who's going to do it if you don't do it? And just because others are afraid for you does not mean that you should not live your life, and you should not live your life the way that you want to live it. Do not let others control you and make you feel like you should not be doing what you feel is your life purpose. So we are going to read these ones first, I believe. Yep. Ghosting. Ghosting triggers self-esteem and self-worth issues and abandonment issues. Emotional and mental abuse triggers feelings of being stupid, clumsy, at fault for everything, feeling alone, and not good enough. So you really could have been... There could have been a lot of emotional and mental abuse in your childhood. There could have been an absent mother or father. There could have been even an uncle or an aunt that walked away in your childhood that you were very close to for whatever reason. They could have had to move for work. They could have, it doesn't matter what the reason is, but the reason makes it easier to understand and forgive and things like that. But the hole it leaves behind is something that still needs to be healed, no matter the reason behind it. When they left your life, they could have left your life completely and you never seen them again or heard from them again. My older sister left when I was 10 years old, and she really kind of almost left our lives completely. When I was 15, she did completely leave our lives. She was my role model, the person I looked up to, the person I loved and trusted more than anyone in the world, and she disappeared on me. My father wasn't there when I was a kid for most of my life, actually, and my mom was busy working and wasn't there for a lot either. And when she was there, she was stressed and overworked and there was a lot of emotional and mental abuse there. There was a lot of just hurt and pain in my childhood, and it's a lot to overcome and work through, but it can be done. And ghosting really triggers a lot of those past hurts and those past scars and traumas that we dealt with. It really raises your questioning of your self-esteem and your self-worth and whether or not you're good enough and what you did wrong to cause this person to leave and things like that. There was actually this guy that was talking about this girl that he had just seen, and she wants him to come hang out with her, and they ended up having sex when he went and hung out with her the first time. She wants him to come hang out with her again. I guess he had ghosted her a couple years prior, and she was still all over him wanting him. And I was like, you know what? It's pretty sad what abandonment issues can cause in people, isn't it? It's pretty sad that it causes them to chase after somebody who doesn't give a shit about them. And it was like all of a sudden this mirror shattered, and he's like, oh my God, I'm probably half the reason why she is stripping right now, too. And, he was still going to go. Or he was still going to do the same thing. He had plans to ghost her again, and he was still planning on doing it. And she needed to go through that so she could break those cycles, if you want my honesty on it. If you don't face these challenges, how can you break these cycles? That doesn't make the person doing it any less wrong for doing it, but it does show you that it's going to happen at times, and how you handle it and how you react to it is where your power lies. So remember, when other people walk away from you and ghost you, not to go chasing after them, to realize your own value, realize your own worth, and know that this situation wasn't the one for you then. And walk away from it. And if they try to come back into your life again, tell them what they did, why it was wrong, how you felt about it. And if they do the same thing again, walk away for good. You can always give them another chance, but that doesn't mean you continually give them chances till the end of time. You know what I mean? So we have acceptance of self and others, acceptance of personal responsibility, and choosing to approach things in a different way to change the end result. So there's a need here to accept your own actions as well as this other person's actions. Sometimes people end up ghosting on you when you try to jump into something too quickly, or when you try to control them or what they're doing, or when you are too needy or clingy, or when you get triggered at very small things like that, and they feel like they can't be honest or open with you. Anyway, try to approach things in a different manner to change the end results. Accept yourself, accept others, accept that you've had a lot of hurt and pain in your past, and it may have made you act in ways that were not to your highest good. And try to act in ways that are loving for yourself. Let out your pent-up emotions. Cry without shame or guilt. It is okay to hurt over this. It is okay to love somebody who is such an asshole. And it's okay to cry and hurt over it. Punch a pillow. Scream loud. Use the pillow again if needed. Look for meaning and purpose in your life. Journal. Talk with others from a place of love. So get out these emotions. Get out these thoughts. Get out these feelings. And just let yourself feel them. Don't hide them. Don't feel like you shouldn't be feeling them for this person because they were so horrible. Instead, know that of course you feel them because you have a big heart, and it's okay to have a big heart, but it's also not okay to give that big heart to just anyone. You need to make sure that you aren't giving that big heart of yours away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks through your door, or any Jenna, Ashley, or Michelle that walks through your door. Give it to the people who really deserve it and the people who are really there for you, not the people who come in and out of your life. Many eyes are on you. Don't fear the attention. Let your voice shine. If you expect freedom, give it as well. Arm yourself with the greatest weapon, the weapon of knowledge. So it's time to learn. It's time to study these situations and these things. You can find a lot of information on Google about ghosting and about the psychological triggers that happen and how to change those triggers, how to approach situations in a different way. You can really find a lot. Arm yourself with that. There are many people looking at you. Don't fear that attention. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to express yourself. Let your voice shine. Let yourself be heard. And if you expect freedom from other people, you have to give them that freedom as well. You can't be that clingy, needy person who constantly has to be involved in every single thing that they have going on. You got to be able to stand strong on your own if you expect to have someone around who is going to be able to stand strong on their own too, and at the end of the day you guys can both come back together. You guys, if you want that freedom, you have to give that freedom, period. We have the elemental of air, we have the crone of earth, we have the knight of wands, and we have the lovers. So you're on a spiritual journey. You're on this journey of learning your true passions, your true desires, your true wants and needs, and what you feel is good for you and what you feel isn't. You're on this journey of discovery, learning what a real interdependent relationship is, where two people can come together and not be codependent on each other, but can still depend on each other. And at the end of the day, they don't have to be around each other every second of the day or doing all the same things or having all the same friends. They are just capable of living their own lives and having a life together too. You are somebody who is very worthy, very valuable, very strong, very humble, very loyal, very giving. You are somebody who is very caretaking, very nurturing, very sweet. You deserve the best, and it's time to know that, and it's time to believe that. And also, if you're going to be in and out and hot and cold and not sure of what you want with somebody, they're going to be feeling the same way about you as well. There's always going to be somewhat of a mirroring effect when it comes to the people you're interacting with. You are somebody who has a lot of knowledge within you, but it is time too to make sure that you are looking to expand and grow that knowledge. You're a very hard worker, somebody who has worked long and hard for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, to build something strong, stable, solid for yourself and others, maybe even through your passions, your desires, your career, things like that. But you are somebody who is very, very strong, very wise, very hardworking, very motivated, ambitious, driven, and you deserve to have happiness in your life, and that happiness is within yourself. It's not inside somebody else. You can't go find it within somebody else. It's within you. So make sure that that's where you're looking, and just pray and feel at peace, or try to feel at peace. It takes a minute sometimes to get there. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I would absolutely love to hear what you thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated, what you might be working on, who may have done this. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys. Pile 4. So for pile 4, we're going to read these ones first. We have, oh, hold on. We're going to do this first. So, you are somebody whose communication brings a lot of peace to the people around you. You're somebody who ends conflict or chaos or drama. You are somebody who's very protected, very unconditionally loving, somebody who's very connected to their throat chakra. You have a lot of power through your speech. You're somebody very loyal, very giving, very loving, very kind, very accepting of others. You are somebody that is very sweet as well. I feel like, you know what, there could be some people here who have some issues with anorexia. You may feel like you are not beautiful enough unless you skip meals, or unless you constantly appear to be what the beauty standard or norm is. Remember that you are amazing exactly as you are. You're very spiritually connected as well. You're very, very spiritually connected. You have a lot of sixth sense within you, a lot of understandings that others don't, a lot of intuition and insight and clarity as well. And I feel like you're somebody who protects those you love with a fiery passion. 358 may be a important number as well. And you're somebody who's really going to win something. I feel like you're going to win something here. So we have pretending to care, triggers paranoia, trust issues, and doubt of those close. And golden retrievers are very, very, very loving, accepting animals. They really don't, they're not afraid of anyone. They are just there and they love everyone. And, there's a lot of people who can take advantage of that and pretend like they're in your corner when they're not. Breadcrumbing triggers a desire to chase, triggers insecurities, self-worth issues, and wondering if you did something wrong. So, there has been somebody who has pretended to care about you the way that you cared about them, and they may have breadcrumbed you, strung you along, made you feel like you didn't really matter, while at the same time making you feel like you mattered for the 2 seconds that they actually put into you. This person really just, they gave you a little bit and then they ran away. They gave you a little bit and then they ran away. Just enough to keep you coming back. Just enough to get you to feel like they really did care about you, but they really didn't care about you. And it may have made you question a lot of the people in your life who really did care about you. It may have caused a lot of trust issue, a lot of trust issues, a lot of paranoia when it comes to meeting new people, a lot of insecurities. And it may have made you really want to chase after this person. If you chose pile 3 as well, then, there, and if you didn't, you may want to go watch it because there's a lot of good things in that reading for this one. But, yeah, you really just, you felt like you needed to chase after this person. Like, if you didn't have them, it was the end of the world. Or like, afraid and paranoid that everyone is out to get you, or everyone is just faking and isn't really showing their true self. Remember that you have a lot within you, intuition wise, that can help you to discern who's really there in a good way and who isn't. But it takes being able to disconnect yourself emotionally a little bit, to detach yourself a little bit. I'm not saying cut off your heart, but what I am saying is use your logic too. It takes a steady balance of logic and heart in order to be able to see the world around you for what it really is, and the people in it for who they really are. Socialize with others. We learn by doing. Don't let trust issues get in the way forever. Ask for support, help, or ask for support. Be with those that you admire. Listen to the perspectives of others. Call on people you love. Do some gardening. This can help you get grounded and also gives back to the earth as well. Plant some trees, food, or flowers and get your hands and feet in the dirt. And also, if you chose pile 2 as well, let me know in the comments. Pile 2 is a lot about being isolated and social anxiety and things like that. So if you feel like you need to watch that, go watch that. Get active to release the toxic energies within. Ride a bike, hike, chop wood, clean or organize. Art and writing, yoga, stretching, games, activities will help. And all that was suggested in pile 2 as well. So don't chase after people who are not really giving you anything. Who are just giving you tiny little crumbs and then expecting the world from you. Do not give the world to those people. Do not chase after them. Take time for yourself. Work towards your own goals. Work on your own passions, your own desires. Exercise. Get out and talk to other people and socialize and have some fun. And try to leave behind feelings of unworthiness caused by one person who really didn't give a shit. We have allow yourself to believe. Recognition is coming. Please and thank you. Open your heart. So it's time to open up your heart, and it's time to leave behind the past hurt and pain that has caused you to close it off from others, and know that there's going to be a lot of recognition coming your way for your ability to overcome, for your ability to stand strong, for your ability to deal with these situations and these people without losing your marbles. Believe in yourself, believe in other people, allow yourself to be open and loving again. And remember to always use your manners and say please and thank you, excuse me, I love you, sorry, things like that. Tomorrow Never Comes by Norma Carrick. Really good poem. If I knew it'd be the last time that I see your face. I can't remember it. I don't know why, because I've read it about 10,000 times. Anyway, it's a really good poem. And remember, what would you regret tomorrow if you decided not to do it today and you were gone tomorrow? Do those things. Make sure that just because somebody made you feel that way and made you feel like you weren't good enough, or like you didn't belong, or just gave you a little pieces of their time, make sure you're not doing that to others as well now too. So we have the Two of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Six of Water, and the Three of Fire. We got an extra card for this one, and the Dragon. So you are somebody very powerful. You're a leader. You are somebody that other people look up to and admire. You're somebody very fiery and passionate. You are somebody very driven and goal-oriented, ambitious. You are somebody who knows how to manifest through hard work, visualization, belief, confidence, and you are taking action at this point. And if you aren't, you really need to take the action to go after the things that you feel you can achieve, because you can achieve those things. You know what you want, and it's time to go after it. It's time to really see yourself being able to overcome everything and get to your dreams. And also, there may even be a recognition or reconciliation coming from somebody who may have treated you this way as well. But basically what this is saying is, even if that is the case, you still just need to be focused on you and your goals and working and moving forward. You are somebody who works very hard for what you have, and it's time to put that energy towards yourself and not towards working hard for everybody else and not towards people pleasing, but towards making yourself happy and towards building up your own strength and stability in your own life. Also, to really choose to be a leader, to be acting in from a place of integrity and stability and loyalty and commitment, to choose to be acting from this leadership position. With great power comes great responsibility. Be responsible in your power. Make sure that you are connecting to your inner child as well and allowing them to come out and play and have fun. Play, have fun, enjoy life, and there may be some overworking here. So, try not to put all of your emotions into work, and try to allow yourself to just enjoy life and live in the moment and have some fun while still being able to work towards your goals. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated or what you may be going through. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.